Good show, Commander. Bloody well done. Those assault destroyers you just reclaimed are going to be very useful in taking down those island fortresses.
Sir, Premier Chudenko is on the line.
Put him through, Lieutenant. Gentlemen.
Field Marshal Bingham, I wanted to personally thank you for all your efforts in making this partnership successful.
Well, that's appreciated, but you should thank our commander here. He's the one who led the assault on Gibraltar.
It is indeed a pleasure, Commander. I hope you were satisfied with Natasha's contribution on the battlefield. She's one of our finest.
Yes, well, we're going to need Natasha and every other resource at your command if we're going to take down that floating fortress in the North Atlantic.
I concur. Good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you. This menace has put a chokehold on all naval movement in the North Sea. But with our assault destroyers and the help of the Soviets, we might just have a chance. Godspeed, Commander.
I don't even have much to say there. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, very short. You can tell the thoughts of both actors and characters. So it's pretty nice. Let's see what they've got.
I've never seen anything like this fortress. No one has. It's a completely armed mobile city dominating all waterways in the area. You'll need to take a more tactful approach. Coordinate your attack with the Soviet Navy. I know how you must feel about working with the Soviets, but Field Marshal Bingham is a very shrewd man. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, you haven't built the Soviets up to be that scary. They haven't committed anything that I care about. And if anything, I'm just sitting here with a bag of care. Like, I am supposed to carry this bag of care anywhere I go. And I will never feel it in my soul. I will never feel it in my blood. I had more care about Red Alert 2 when the Soviets unleashed their nuclear arsenal and wiped out cities with them. I cared about that. I cared about the fact that Yuri was a character that had some sadistic and scientific cravings and taunted us throughout the whole thing. There was some back and forth. It wasn't just us sitting in our echo chamber and never getting to see our enemies, because none of the commanders are that interesting. None of them are that evil. Like, evil to me. Like, they're not committing any kind of action that I find deplorable. Instead, they just go about kind of like, well, I'll fight you, you fight me, and we all, it's all a fake, a ploy. So I think that's the worst part about this, is the fact that the story is just thrown into the ringer and just said, we'll think about it later.
We have organized a strike against the Empire's armada situated in the North Sea. We do not yet have accurate details about the composition of this fleet. This will be another joint operation with Soviet forces. Your first order of business will be the following. Assist in the salvage operation of a downed Imperial vessel. Our salvage ship will need to be defended whilst the information on the Empire's armada is recovered. Once the data is recovered, stand by for further orders in the field. Good luck.
Would you really need to know what their armada is, considering it's just a giant battle island? I would imagine mostly artillery on land, being able to launch cannonades over, and then you eventually fly your airplanes over and just keep bombing it. And eventually, if you sink one part of it, it'll just start flooding the rest of it. But I suppose I'm asking a little too much, right? That's a nice picture.
New objective received. This sunken battleship contains details on the Imperial floating fortress nearby. Protect our recovery vessel while we extract the data. Keep the Japanese off our rescue boat. Our ally is under
come on.
attack.
Let's have a good time.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know what kind of incompetency they're going to take and do.
Enemy air targeting the recovery ship. A unit is under attack.
Let's see what she can do.
I'm not going to really use my
Ready
dolphins.
for you, man.
Dolphins are good, but they're not,
Let's call in a good time.
they're not super good.
Steady. Take their guns away.
I like that response. Take their guns away. Take their guns away. Just do that.
Down from there. Nice waters here, eh?
And I can't even command the
What's up?
allied
Nice
commander,
waters here, eh?
so I'm kind of just
Yes.
here.
Ready for you, man. Let's see what she
Unit
can
is
do.
under attack. Enemy units
Let me show you
detected.
around. Steady. We'll send them away.
And if I don't do anything about this, you'll notice that the Reds will end up losing all of their units.
Yes.
Intelligence recovered. Commence analysis.
Yup.
The Empire's enormous floating fortress is nearby, but their long-range artillery prevents us from approaching. Spotter ships patrol the waters all around. You must find those ships and take them out.
Oh yes, I remember this. This is very nice if I'm sure if you had co-op.
Commander, the spies can take down the power to the guns, allowing Natasha to get close enough to destroy them. New bonus objective received.
Undercover.
The Imperial radar ships in the vicinity allow the floating fortress to attack long-range targets. Destroy every radar ship you find.
I have radar boat in sight. Is cowering behind gun emplacement like a child. Wait here while I get to work. First power plant eliminated.
Unarmed. On my way. Yes.
Oh,
I
you
go for a
don't
tip.
want to
Operation
annihilate that?
underway.
Come on.
Yes, Commander. For king and country.
Oh, really?
My new look.
It's gonna be like this, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna be like this. Don't tell me she's gonna be blocked.
Yes, Commander. Cheers. Remember, I'm unarmed. Wetsuit ready.
Alright, so I guess I do have to sit here and use my spies on the generators themselves to get her to move. Which is ridiculous considering she can outrange everything, and I wouldn't even be able to... Wouldn't even need to put these guys in any danger.
Like my new look.
Or even use them
My
up,
towel ready.
you know?
Another power plant destroyed.
On my way.
Enemy building infiltrated.
Watch out for scouts. How's the disguise holding up? Like my new look.
Bonus objective complete.
Yeah, then we have
The
to
radar
tell
boat is
them
vulnerable.
do this.
Send Natasha to destroy it.
All generators destroyed. Targeting radar boat.
Even though she could have done that at the very beginning. Then just took out one generator.
Target eliminated.
Watch out for
Objective
scouts.
complete.
A nice
Second
mix
radar
of
ship is under heavy guard. We need to be careful.
With the radar boats destroyed, our MCVs can get close enough to deploy. The Soviet engineers can hack the power plants to take down the guns, but don't destroy them or the Japanese will investigate.
See, this is one of those gimmick maps that
Objective
it's
received.
not bad, but oh,
Let's take a walk. I bet he could use a break.
I suppose
Bonus objective
it would be
received.
more
A
interesting
unit
if
is
it
under
wasn't
attack.
so contrived and that it didn't rely
Let
on
the engineer know
having
when
a
it's safe
human
to enter
play
a
it.
power plant.
Capture that generator, comrade.
Clear a path for the Soviet engineers so they can hack the power plants.
Going after. It's working. The guns are going offline. Go back to sleep. Sure thing. I'll take this one. Hey, you! Wait up! ASAP. You got it. Is that it? Just that one? Move it out. You got it. Hey, you! Wait up! Got something for me? Medic?
A unit is under
I'll take
attack.
this one. ASAP. Sure thing. ASAP. I'm on it.
Let's go grab another generator.
Copy that. You got it.
Good
Going
old
after
Special
him.
Forces.
No problem.
But I do like the fact that these maps will come into play later on. So you don't have to worry about them in just being these maps, or being isolated maps, I should say. Instead, they come together like a puzzle piece. It's pretty cool.
All mine.
A unit is under attack.
More guns are offline. You got it.
For a guy like me, no problem.
Ouch, that one nicked me. Making way. ASAP.
Oh, good old Soviet engineering.
Bonus objective complete.
Copy that. ASAP. Is that it?
The way to the radar boat is clear. Send Tanya in to do what she does best.
Sure thing.
Yeah, blow things up.
Let's hit some waves. No sweat.
Objective complete.
The second radar ship has gone belly up. Send in the MCVs.
There it is! The floating fortress! That's the largest military craft I've ever seen. Be careful as you approach it, sir. It's still quite dangerous.
It's not even that
Battlefield
interesting.
expanded.
Allied intel has analysed the schematics and found that the fortress has two separate cores providing its power. Capture both the cores, and you can use them to help destroy the fortress.
New construction options.
Yeah, I think it's we
New
overload
objective
them.
received.
I think that's what we end up doing, is
Building.
overloading them and then causing them to explode.
Well, Commander. I've been ordered to offer you support for this assault. These are truly desperate times. Perhaps together we can defeat the rising sun.
We'll need to
No, these
establish
aren't
a
desperate.
beachhead before we can produce any ground units. Enemy units detected. Construction complete.
You have to admit, they do not build up for this desperation. There's no payoff. There's no build up, therefore we cannot have any
Construction
payoff.
complete.
The Japanese just seem like
Building.
a third antagonist that was slapped in to say, eh, we've got a third antagonist. Let's bring the Allies together. Make them, well, the Soviets and Allies. Let's do it. Let's change it all.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Let's have a look around.
Now drop that off real quick.
Construction
Then I'm going to
complete.
use him. Just going to take and make landfall up here.
Looks like plenty of room for me. Yes,
And I'm going to try and take those oil refineries and get that going. Be nice.
Need someone to take a look around? It's a beautiful day.
And I hate the fact that we don't have any kind of protection besides just these little rockets, those multi-gunners.
Let's have a look
You know?
around.
I liked the
Upgrade
idea of
complete.
pillboxes,
New
and they're just
construction
as useful as
options.
a pillbox, but oh,
Collecting ore is all right.
not atrocious, I
I
tell you.
didn't think of that. Right away.
Now, I think when I do this, you don't want to necessarily do what I'm doing, because really what you want to do is make landfall up here, and then put one of the prospectors up there, because then the AI will pour out units there. Because as soon as I build this, the AI is going to get this idea of putting all their stuff over here, and it's going to be a terrible, terrible thing. Let's see
Construction
here.
complete. New construction.
I don't think your guns are big enough for this fight. You'd better turn around while you still can.
You don't
Allied
really need that
command is
big of a
given access
gun.
to construct the sentry
And there you
bomber.
go.
With it, we can drop bombs or infantry. Construction complete.
Hey, hey! It's the Guppy! Guppy's pretty powerful, I can tell you that.
Building.
Oh,
Our
and
ally is under attack.
I don't even have anything to deal
Our
with
base
this.
is under attack.
Just goes to show what's going to happen.
Repairing.
Guess I get
Construction
like 2
complete.
dolphins and
Training.
3 dolphins. And predominantly, again, you want to take and spend most of your money, if not all your money, on useful things like air units. Because sea units suck.
Building.
Now, see, now they're going to take and do the engineer.
A unit.
'Cause that's
is
what
under
I'm going to
attack.
try and do, is get some engineering out. Because engineers are incredibly
Construction
useful.
complete. New construction options. Training.
At least for this scenario. And we don't even get any aircraft carriers. I think we get those later on.
Structure
Certainly
sold.
not right now.
Building.
On time as always.
Use your engineers to capture the fortress reactors. They'll overload the cores, making them unstable. Our base is under attack. With both reactors simultaneously destabilized, the fortress power system will reach critical mass. Construction complete. Advanced aeronautics upgrade authorized.
Let's see here. Come on. There we go.
Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here. A collector is under attack.
Oh, they've taken out all my defenses,
Building.
which is terrible.
We've lost a collector.
Oh.
Building.
Oops.
On
no,
hold.
that one.
Cancelled.
Another
Building.
dock there.
I'm here if you need me. On time as always. Blueprints. Engineer on duty.
Construction complete.
Hey there, Command. Piece of pie. Oh, hi.
Construction complete. Oil derrick
Ooh.
captured.
And they don't attack it? At least I don't believe they do. Okay, well, they'll kill
Enemy
that guy.
building captured. We're taking heavy losses. Allied command is uploading emergency plans for the aircraft carrier.
Oh,
New
yay. So
construction
now I get the
options.
aircraft carrier, thankfully.
Building. Our ally is under attack.
We might have had a contrived reason, but still
Building.
worth having the aircraft carrier for. And I don't know what my computer counterpart is
Tools
thinking.
ready.
He's like, well, I'm gonna
Analyzing
put stuff down
schematics.
here.
Construction complete. Training.
Need someone to take a look around? On time as always.
Let's see. And what I'm thinking, see, right there. This is what I was talking about
Enemy
with those
building
Defender VX. Those are going to stop air units. They could have done that in the last mission, but they didn't. For what reason, I don't know.
Cryo shot ready.
I don't know if it's because they sat down and said, well, let's change that, make it so it's not applicable, or what's applicable. Ugh.
Our base is under attack.
And something to also note, even though
Repairing.
this game has quite a few units that do multiple tasks, like they can be, or I should say, are amphibious
Enemy
or
base
can
detected.
transform or have some kind of secondary ability that's cool, a lot of it's pretty lame. I mean, granted, I do like the crowd control of the Stingray, but as soon as it gets on land, it's pretty much useless. So why even bother having it on land? You know, why have this spectacular
complete.
display
New
of
construction
futility
options.
Prospector ready, sir.
if it's not going to be able to pick up the
Oh, hi.
slack
I won't
that
be
is
late.
needed of it on land?
Building. Building. Enemy base detected. Building.
Okay, and I gotta actually
can
I
I
should go
help?
capture that oil derrick.
Studying blueprints.
I think that's another oil derrick. Get these other 2 oil
Training.
derricks out.
Our base is under attack.
'Cause it's just going to be some ridiculously small units. And like, why put these? Why take these tanks out? Why are we using these tanks to assault my base when you could have Aqua? It's just straight
Time as always.
ocean units. I mean, there's no reason for it.
There's the target. Go. We're on our way. Now, descend upon them.
Construction
Because if you could take and spam, so say you have a whole fleet of those tanks, why would you ever need any kind of vehicle? them? You know, why would you need any ocean-style vehicles?
Cancelled.
Why would you need ships? Granted, they do their duty a lot better, but
Insufficient.
in these kinds of games, it's mainly quantity over quality.
Our base is under attack.
At least until this starts happening.
Building. Repairing. Select target. Unit lost. A unit
Oh,
is
come
under
on,
attack.
stop it.
Tools ready. Alrighty
Insufficient
then.
funds. On hold. Cancelled.
Really?
Repairing.
On time as always.
Select target.
Let's see.
Our base is under attack. Training.
Oh, it's gonna be that kind of
Construction
annoying.
complete. Our ally
It's
is
gonna
under
be that
attack.
kind of annoying.
Building. Insufficient funds. A unit is under attack.
Alright, go take that for me. Great.
What's the next play?
Hello?
Killed my other engineer. That's
Oil derrick
fantastic.
captured.
Makes me
Analyzing
feel
schematics.
great.
I have the tools. Studying blueprints.
And you know, I do
On
steadily
hold. Cancelled.
forget about most of this mission.
Complete.
Oh.
Javelin.
And sadly, we can't even use these wave guns. Makes me even sadder.
Carrier at sea.
Unit lost.
Okay, which did we
Engines at
lose?
full.
How did we lose them?
Stand by
I heard
for
a
bombing
unit
run.
lost. But what did we lose? I know it was another engineer, but why? Was it just because he went up and then got shot? Or he went up and got shot, sadly. And now you see the AI is going to follow my lead. It's great. Alright,
Allied air fleet.
let's take and clear this out. And I'll clear this out with, let's see here, what do I want?
Building.
Give me a couple of these hydros, and then I need to get me some of these salt
Building.
boats.
On hold.
Let's see, hold on.
Cancelled. Our ally is under attack.
5 of
Building.
those. Give me
Our
2 more
ally
of
is
those.
under attack.
will pay
A
for this.
unit is under attack.
What's going on?
Ready to do what needs to be done. Fine as cream gravy.
Nope. There they are. Gotta deal with this. For some reason, these guys snuck and sneak. They sneak every damn where. And then if I don't deal with them, the AI is too foolhardy to be able to deal with them, so. There we go.
Insufficient funds.
Problem solved.
Coming in loud and clear.
Oil derrick captured.
Flight deck cleared. Understood. Charting course.
Look tight, gentlemen.
Tall and proud.
What do you have, Command?
Our
Steady
base
as
is
she goes.
under
What we
attack. Insufficient funds.
And get my
A unit is under attack.
hydrofoils over here to deal with these. Because as you can tell, the
What do you have, Command? We've got
enemy are not going to be clowning around too much. Even though I've knocked most of them down, which is nice. It is incredibly nice.
Allied air fleet.
Insufficient
assault
funds.
destroyer taking to the waters. Make some waves.
Let's see, get some sight.
Surveillance sweep ready. Select location.
Assault destroyer, proud to serve. Look tight, gentlemen.
Captain here.
Enemy
What do you
base
I
have?
would say it's all
detected.
clear, really.
Insufficient
Oh
funds.
god, over here. Yes, there they
A
are.
unit is under attack.
I'm gonna take these out.
Jack 1, talk to me.
Flight deck cleared. Send another wave.
Assault destroyer taking to the waters.
Coming in
Stand by
loud
for
and
orders.
clear.
Assault destroyer, proud to serve. We're not
Insufficient
getting past
funds.
this ship.
Just give us the
Bombardment
order.
underway.
Let's see this through, gentlemen.
Ready to do what needs to be done.
Enemy
We've
infiltrated
done our
detected.
mission.
A unit is under attack. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
Our ally is
Oh,
under
come
attack.
on.
Unit
Let's
lost.
get the heck
I do hate the fact that they don't have a speedy retreat, but I understand that
Charting course.
they don't want people just constantly bombing them.
Go.
So I wiped out that. I think they've got maybe 2 more, and then we're on the clear.
Air fleet engaged. Bombardment underway.
And since these Japanese
What do you
aren't
have,
doing
Command?
anything,
Copy that,
these
Houseman.
aren't going to be as deadly as they could be.
Radar's
A
all lit up.
unit is under attack.
And see, I wonder, you see, they have these tanks out here, so they use those tanks. But those tanks are easily eliminated by these assault ships. So is it that even if you have
Enemy base
amphibious
detected.
forces, that those amphibious forces are weaker than the straight-edge forces? And if that's true, then why would you ever want amphibious forces, then? Granted, for certain missions, but you could always just make special units for that. Kind of like those, those radar ships.
Training.
Because you obviously aren't going to be able to use those. Using those at all.
Building.
Look tight, gentlemen.
Though it would be pretty cool to have a radar ship in more ocean-style combat, but nah.
Select location. A unit is under attack. Unit lost.
No.
They're not getting past this ship. Set the runner. What we gotta
Where's my hydrofoils?
Our base is under
I
attack.
have to bring my hydrofoils over here. Everybody's gone air units. Because they realize, hey, air units are the way to go.
Inspection's complete.
Hey there, Command. Studying blueprints.
Prepared for war.
Look at that. Look how deadly it is.
Keep loading those guns.
These out. Let's see. Do we have a bunch of people on one? There we go.
Our ally is under attack.
We're not done with them.
Our base is under attack. A unit is under attack.
Oh, I just love how they come back for that. They're just coming over here just to bother my bombers.
Fire away.
Our ally is under attack.
I didn't see any activity over there, so I think we're good. He thinks we're safe.
A collector is under attack.
Steady as she goes, people.
Select target.
Ooh, I had no idea that's what was going on.
Prospector ready, sir.
Not so
Target
good.
captured.
We've got a new
That's
heading.
not good.
Set the runner.
Let's take her out for a cruise. This
This ship's not going down. Not on my watch. Sink 'em. They can't
Those
hide.
are-
Assault destroyer. Proud to serve.
Oof.
Copy that, helmsman. Sink 'em.
Unit lost. Our base is under
Look
attack.
tight, gentlemen. Plot this course. Man up, people.
And they all just
Unit is
rush
under
right here.
attack.
Right here to get these guppies.
Send them to
Right
hell.
there. It's ridiculous.
You got that, gunners?
Let's see. These
Let
false.
them take their best shot at the fleet. Heading set.
Enemy base detected.
Where's my, there we are.
Collecting ore is all right. Nice day for
There's
a
an ore
drive.
refinery there. And so they're going to take and send a commando up.
Flight deck
Seems
clear.
pretty good.
Surveillance
Just
suite
give us the
ready.
order.
No,
Repairing.
almost lost that building. Would not have been good.
Building.
Finest in the fleet. We've got a new heading.
Let's have a good time. I like this one. Ah, yes.
Stand by for order. Assault destroyer. Take them to the waters.
Building. Building.
So at least the Soviets have gotten some sense back in them. They're doing.
Just give us a target and we're on our way.
Let's see.
Hydrofoil here. What's going
What are
on?
they doing with those
Hydrofoil here.
units?
What's going on?
Assault destroyer.
Insufficient
Take them to the
funds.
waters. Set the
What
runner.
we gonna do? What's up? Nice waters here.
They're not
eh?
getting past this ship.
Hydrofoil here. What's going on? Hydrofoil. Let's take her out for a cruise.
Construction
here.
complete.
Everyone take note.
Alright.
Destroyer standing by.
Yup, I like this one.
Sentry here. I'm on in, HQ.
Insufficient funds. Building. On hold. Cancelled.
Hydrofoil here.
Cancelled.
What's going on? What's up? Let's have a good time.
What do you have, Command?
Yup, of course, my friend.
Finest in the fleet. Allied air fleet. Send it other way.
Alright, so they must have something going on over here
Ready.
on this. Oh,
Our
yep, there
ally
it
is
is.
under attack.
Some
A
activity.
unit is under attack. Insufficient funds.
Flight deck cleared. There's the target. Go. HQ. Let's set her down.
I'm just going to leave those here. I'm going to use my
Assault destroyer. Take them to the waters.
assault destroyer and my other activities.
Copy that, helmsman.
What's going on over here?
Nail 'em.
Our base is under attack.
Steady as she goes,
Insufficient
people.
funds.
Battle station. Tall and proud. Destroyer standing by.
I wonder what's up with those.
Look tight.
Oh,
Flight deck
wait,
clear.
that was
Destroyer standing
probably
by.
Natasha shooting the driver
Got a
out,
new
right?
heading. Captain here.
But then somebody else could take it. crazy.
Assault destroyer taken to the waters.
Prepared for war.
A unit is under attack.
getting past this ship.
Insufficient funds.
Let's take this out.
Stand by
Gone.
for
Our base is under
All
attack.
inspections complete.
Destroyer standing by.
Very well. To the
What do you have,
skies.
Command? I need a sit rep now.
See.
We're on our way. Stand by for orders. You got that, gunner?
Ready to
Finally be
defensive.
done with most of these.
Do not let it
Insufficient
stand.
funds.
What's up here,
A unit
We're
is
not
under
done with
attack.
them.
Enemy
Alright.
base
Keep the decks
detected.
clear.
Good.
I can set up a forward base on the floating island fortress. I await your order.
Yeah, where would you even set up a base at?
Give us a target. We're on
Do not let it
Destroyer
stand.
standing by. Copy that, helmsman.
That's my question. Where was she going to set up a base at? Oh, sit there and demand. Oh, yeah. That's good.
Keep the decks clear.
Assault destroyer taken
What's
to the
up?
waters.
Oh. I still wish we had more.
A unit is under attack.
And yes, if you actually, you don't need a 2-set full
Make some
hanger,
waves. Plot this
but
Our
I
ally
do
is
like
under
having
attack.
just enough of it to cause some more mayhem
Keep the decks
than
clear.
necessarily.
Prepare the jets.
tight,
Let's
gentlemen.
take her out for a cruise.
Destroyer standing by. Man
I
up,
like
people.
this
This is it. Set the runner.
Let's see.
Surgical strike ready.
Fleet engaged.
Look tight, gentlemen.
What's up?
Ready to
Alright.
defensive.
We've got that.
Select target.
Air fleet engaged. The order has been made.
What we gonna do?
Destroyer standing
What's
by.
up?
Keep the decks clear.
Annihilate that. Take out that. It's just incredibly nice to have these. And the AI does not know how to. Ooh.
Engines at full.
Ooh, that looks deadly. That looks painful.
Definitely.
Destroyer standing by.
Bombardment underway.
Nice water
It's good that I
here.
actually had some hydro plants there, but not, or hydrofoils, because they would not have worked out very well.
Just give us the order. You can count on us.
Let's see if I can drop some
Keep the decks clear. Destroy
air
it.
traffic out here.
Commence
Take out
attack
more of
run.
this,
Assault destroyer taken
and
to
we
the
can finally make landfall.
Select target.
We've got a couple awnies over here.
Stand by for orders. Copy that, helmsman.
Air fleet engaged. The order has been made.
Finest in the
What we
fleet.
gonna do?
Prepared for war.
A unit is under attack.
Come on.
Let's see this through, gentlemen. Steady as she goes, people.
Unit lost.
Keep the decks clear.
Yup. Steady.
Air fleet engaged. There's the target. Go.
Up up Stosties. Let's annihilate these guys. Yeah, I think the only person who's actually going to expand onto this is going to be me. And that is just out of sheer necessity. And I've lost my other prospector that was down there. Great.
Building.
Ready the next offensive.
They're not getting past this
Keep the
ship.
decks clear.
What we gonna do?
Our ally is
Stand by
under
for orders.
attack.
Fly with glory.
Look tight, gentlemen.
Flight deck cleared.
Yup.
What do you have, Command?
Let's have a good time.
Destroyer standing by.
A unit is under attack.
Have they breached the hull? Engage.
Need someone to take a look around?
Hydrofoil.
Air fleet engaged.
A king oni. A king oni. I think the rest of them are just regular onis.
Ready the next offensive.
King onis are just extra annoying. When they've got all that, they have nothing here. They're just wasting all that energy over there.
Fly with glory.
Enemy base detected.
Destroy it.
Coming in loud and clear. Roger that.
Enemy units detected. Select location.
Bombardment underway.
A unit is under attack.
Yup.
Stand by for
Fly
orders.
with glory. Commence attack run.
Fine as green gravy.
At least they got rid of most of that.
Put out those fires back there.
I'll admit, you're good. I'm impressed. But we aren't done just yet. Keep pushing forward.
Yeah. Nobody else is pushing forward. Nobody else. And I think I've come to the conclusion, yes, the game wants you to sit here and do all this stuff, and it tones down the AI just so that you feel more
Ready the next offensive.
because there's no other reason. No other reason.
Let's have a look around.
Because it's ridiculous. You know, we got some ocean bears going up there, but
Enemy base detected. Select target.
time bomb. That is sad. It is definitely not like how the Soviets set up with their orbital bombardment or orbital drop. I certainly like the Soviet super secret weapons over the Allies. The Allies kind of just, kind of junk. Really junky.
That's what I did. We'll send him away. Ah, yes. That's what I did.
Bombardment underway.
Surveillance suite ready.
And then I just want...
Man is green gravy.
A unit is under attack.
And I'm just flying these over. You can actually direct them to do a more effective job, but
Ready the next offensive.
I've got mainly my aircraft carriers to do most of the heavy lifting. Let's see, where's my there's my
How's your
prospector.
day, sir? I like the beach. Be there in a jiffy. Yes, sirree.
Fly with glory. Now, descend upon them.
Enemy base detected.
Oh, I just need a little bit, just a little bit.
Keep the decks clear.
They do have my foot in the door, so
Enemy
they
engineer
can't
detected.
stop me on my landfall, thankfully. Now these, I think they'll get progressively worse, but we'll see.
Our ally is under attack.
As long as they don't destroy those oil derricks, I don't care. Perfectly fine with them just leaving, or just leaving them alone so long as those air derricks are not
Bombardment
dead.
underway.
Surgical strike ready.
Let's see.
Building.
What the?
Select target. Construction
Ready to
complete.
do what needs to be done. Confirmed,
Enemy
HQ.
base detected. Enemy infiltrator detected. A unit is under attack. We've lost a collector.
Just give us the order. Change of plans. Coming
Just
in
wish there
loud
was
and
a
clear.
send everyone home button. Just home. Slap that.
Building.
Let's see here. They're going to attack that.
Training.
Probably
On
do
hold.
something about it.
Cancelled. Training. Structure sold. Our base is under attack. Enemy base detected.
Ready, sir. Where's the trouble?
Construction complete. A unit is under attack.
Really? Come on.
Hang on, boys. Where's the trouble?
Boom.
Let's set her down.
Problem solved.
Ready, sir. Where's the trouble?
New construction options.
Ready, sir. Where's the trouble?
Enemy units detected. Building.
Ready, sir. Where's the trouble? Coming in loud and clear. Mine is green.
And I think since we still see those, they must still have some kind of ocean operations. Some kind of. You might be wondering why I'm bulking up with all these units, and I guess you'd be remiss if you didn't know. In this case, it is that just like the Soviet campaign, we're always going to follow tropes we're going to have the tropes of, as soon as you have
A unit is
the
under
need
attack.
to take these spots, or take this item from the AI, or in this case we take these generators from the Japanese, we have to hold them.
Our ally is under attack.
And unfortunately it's quite annoying,
Multi-gunner at your service.
because they want them back.
I'm listening, sir. Okay.
Cryo
Whatever you
blast
say,
ready.
sir.
Amazing. Multi-gunner at your service. Let's take a look.
On time as always.
A unit is under attack. Training.
I have the
Let's see
tools.
here.
Peace of mind.
Unit lost.
So we can capture both of them at the same time, we end up having a nice relief. And then we just have to hold them, because otherwise you have to sit here and coordinate. And if you have to coordinate with your Soviet commander, as demonstrated, they're not very bright.
I'm here for you. Prepare.
Oil barrel captured.
Jab, right here.
Amazing. Let's make tracks. Multi-gunner at your
Knock
service.
that out.
Plant the
A
foot, will
unit
ya?
is under attack.
Let's go say hello. Let's kick in. We've got company.
On time as always.
Training.
Engineering. I know
How's
this
that?
part.
We have a lot more coming. Let's have a go then. It's a little busy now.
Time as always.
Good as done. High speed, low
Should have some tanks, but
dead set. In a tick.
I think I'm just gonna start
Is under attack.
using my
Oil dam
peacekeepers.
captured. Our
Which
base
again,
is
you can
under
use the
attack.
multi-gunners and put peacekeepers in them.
Have at it. Multi-gunner.
But me,
Stay still here. Hey, mate. How are you?
make things too easy.
Peace out.
Amazing. Good as done. High speed, low drag.
On alert.
And since this is the last thing they have on this island, is your ultimate defense.
See you later.
Oh
A
shit.
unit is under attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave those
All
alone.
ears. Multi-gunner.
I was thinking that they were just gonna stay on the edge there, but no, they will not.
Whatever you need.
They will turn around and they will blow your units away. That is not worth the unit loss.
I'm listening, sir.
Amazing.
So, that's all fine.
Whatever you need.
Our base is under
Who wants a
attack.
ride?
Hmm.
Good as done. Whatever you need.
What's the situation?
Hey, mate. How are you?
Keeping the peace. En route.
Enemy base detected.
I'm all ears.
Our ally is under
Multi-gunner.
attack.
Amazing. I'm all ears.
Training. Building.
Jab, right here. Jab, right here.
Multi-gunner.
And as you've noticed, there is still no Soviet landfall. Just Allied landfall.
Engineer on.
Upgrade complete. One reactor has been captured and destabilized. Both reactors must be captured.
Excellent work, Commander. I have no doubt that our coalition would prove to be successful.
Unit lost.
Alright, my bad. I actually did think that we were going to have to defend that. But apparently not. Just had to capture both of them. Oh.